This is part 3 of my story. Hi everybody, my name's Sam Smith, the founder member of Support the Youth. This is my story, I want to share it with you. And what I want to say, a big passion of mine is supporting more young people. Please enjoy and help me to support the youth. Thank you.
Most of his teenage years sleeping rough. He's now trying to help youngsters who are struggling themselves. Sam Smith from Blackpool had little education, and it's fair to say, when he was growing up, it wasn't really a kind of a stable background. And he ended up with the wrong crowd and eventually ended up in prison. Now, changed his life around, and he's trying to offer hope to children and kids who were in the same position as him. And he's pleased to say he joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Graham. Thank you for welcoming me on the show. Thank you.
Welcome. It's fair to say that when you were little, it wasn't a stable background, was it?
No, I was rejected by my stepfather at the age of 13, so I kind of struggled from that point on, really, and I was kind of spent the rest of my teenage years in the care of local authority.
My passion is to help and support more young people, and over the past 12 years I've been able to give single-handed support to over 320 young people across the Fylde coast. I just want to ask Ben a few questions about his experience with myself supporting him over the past 12 years now. Hi Ben.
Hi Sam, how are you? Good afternoon, I'm glad to even be in front of you anyway. I always get a lot from you. You know, you've been like not just a father figure, but maybe a life mentor, you know, guiding me in the right directions, you know, relating to me and my needs, knowing, you know, my personality, you know, knowing how to adapt with myself. As a young lad, obviously I was always on the streets playing football, never really up to no good type of thing, but Sammy's given me a pathway and he helped me out at an early age on working with him, and I think that's what built in my working lifestyle today.
But just tell the audience about your experience when you actually first started and how old you was.
Well, yeah, Sammy gave me my first lease of life, really, earning a bit of money. He had his own valeting bay where cars would come in, 10, 20, 30 cars at least a day, wanting polishes and buffing and things like that. And, you know, Sammy gave me the chance to get on and start earning some money. So from 16 he had me working. I loved every minute of it. It wasn't just the money that I was there for, it was just not the nurturing but the guidance from Sammy on life skills and you know, being a man and growing up and you know, making some money and, you know, making something out of my life.
And what do you think where that has got you today then? So that life experience that you was taught by myself back in the early days, it's actually set you in good stead for the future, has it?
If I'm deadly honest with you, yeah.
I've got with me today Desmond Quinn, who has been very thankful of the help and support that I've given him over the past 12 years. Desmond started his window cleaning business just with one window cleaning customer. He now has around about 200 customers, doing really well. Very professionally what he does. And today I'd like to say thank you very much for his time. Hiya Des.
Hi Simon.
Yeah, just want to let the audience know, Des, just what support I've given you over the past 12 years, please, Des.
Well, I can remember seeing the size of your window cleaning round. Thought, yeah, that was something I'd like to get into. I knew there was a big gap in the market, and you were right, there was a gap in the market.
Okay, Des, thank you, Des. And just finally, what do you think of my scheme, Support the Youth?
Yeah, it seems very good. You've definitely gave a lot of people a lot of support over the years when you had your car wash, so you're the right man for the job.
Thank you very much, Des. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
So you literally started your own business from the boot of your car with a bucket and a sponge?
With a bucket and a sponge and persistence with knocking on doors, time for business, that's what I did. When I promised the customer that I would wash the car correctly and properly, I did that, and again repeat business, and I was able to cross-sell other services into that, like such as window cleaning and carpet cleaning. So
and now you're helping other young people who were in the same boat as you by doing all this,
providing a service and providing that care and love and guidance that they need to get on in life and to give them that support.
Today I'd like to introduce you to Rob Fox, who I've known for the past 15 years and was instrumental in the beginning and giving me my support when I started from the boot of my car. So I'd like to say good afternoon to Rob and just to explain to the audience, Rob, what you've seen so far.
Well, good afternoon, Sam. Going back a long time, 15 years, and I remember all you had was bucket, sponge and drive and determination and a vision for a successful business. And there was a long fight because a lot of people didn't think it was possible, but you proved everybody wrong and you built up a massively successful business on the Fylde coast. And one of the things that you were always passionate about was giving young people an opportunity. And a big part of what made your business successful was the people. The people you employed were people who benefited greatly from working in that business. The people who came through the car wash benefited from the training that they'd had, and it was all about customer experience and making sure that everybody benefited from the whole thing. And young people very much were given opportunity they wouldn't otherwise have had.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you for that. And just for the benefit of the audience, Rob has been a school teacher on the Fylde coast for the past 20 years and currently works at Waterloo School. And it was thanks to Rob that we was able to undertake a pilot project with Waterloo School and with pupils of Rob. So Rob, just explain to the audience about how successful that pilot was, please.
Again, basically it was for young children who have the opportunity to set up a business from scratch and to be involved in learning about how you can set a business up, how it works, what's involved and what sort of roles are involved. And it was a great opportunity for the children to see another path in life. That obviously, we want everyone to succeed academically, but not everybody is able to succeed in that way. And also, children need to see that there are different paths. And it gave the children a great opportunity to understand that there's a big wide world out there which they have to contribute to. And we learned so many communication skills, confidence, and it really gave them a good idea of what's ahead of them and what different opportunities they can have, and it was very, very successful.
Thanks, Rob. Thank you very much. And just final question, what do you feel and what do you think of my scheme Support the Youth and how that can benefit future generations?
Well, firstly, I know from all the time, during your previous business, this was a great passion of yours, was to give children the opportunity, and you've taken a bold step in kind of moving away from what you were doing into doing this full time. But I can see there's massive potential, and we've talked about this before, the scope is endless. You're talking about, as I said, some children with the best will in the world aren't going to thrive in a classroom situation. Some children with the best will in the world aren't going to succeed academically. And for a lot of children in Blackpool, there's very few alternatives, and they don't see that there's any alternatives. And what Support the Youth does, it provides every child with a pathway. And again, you're talking about a pathway into learning just crucial life skills that they won't get otherwise, building up self-esteem, building up confidence, good communication skills. They're also getting real life opportunities to develop skills for the workplace, interpersonal skills, interviewing, so much scope. And I think again, once this hits the ground running, it is endless, and this is giving children an opportunity to find a pathway that will benefit them. And I think again, the vision long term is for those children to become leaders themselves and for them to pass this on. And this is something that can be passed from generation to generation on the Fylde coast, really forever. And in a time of austerity, I think it is much needed.
For now, thank you, Sam.
Thank you, Graham. Thank you.